Introduction. This is a question you might not hear often. Is it normal to enjoy self-pleasure in your 60s, 70s, or 80s? The answer may surprise you and alter your perspective on your own well-being. Sexual health doesn't disappear with age. In fact, it becomes even more crucial to comprehend, embrace, and discuss. Today, we're sharing 5 crucial senior self care tips that nobody else is talking about, but everyone should hear. Stay tuned, and if this topic is important to you or someone you care about, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let's make wellness at every age a conversation rather than a top secret. Self pleasure to begin. Let's discuss something that many people over 60 were unaware of. Regardless of age, masturbation is perfectly acceptable, healthy, and natural. If that remark caused you to pause, you're not the only one. Sexuality, particularly self pleasure, was viewed as something to grow out of or feel guilty about during the period that many of today's seniors grew up. However, times have changed, and with them, our understanding of human happiness and health. You don't age out of want. One of the most common misconceptions about getting older is that sexual desire goes away. This isn't true, though your body may react differently. Whether you're single, widowed, partnered, or divorced, self pleasure is a private, empowering experience that belongs to you and has health benefits you might not expect. The need for affection, touch, and intimacy remains strong well into your 60s, 70s, 80s, and even beyond. In fact, studies show that many older adults continue to experience desire and even discover new ways to enjoy pleasure later in life. According to study, it can help you fall asleep more quickly and sleep deeper while lowering tension and anxiety levels, reduce muscle tension and chronic pain, increase mood by releasing feel-good hormones like oxytocin and dopamine, enhance circulation, and encourage blood flow to vulnerable areas, help men's pelvic floor and bladder health to sustain their sexual performance and flexibility throughout time. Women's prostate health may benefit from it. It can improve suppleness and lessen vaginal dryness. It can also make you feel more in tune with your body and more at ease in your day-to-day activities. That's a lengthy list of advantages for something that's totally free, secure, and accessible whenever you need it. It's time to let go of the old guilt. You are still too young to be concerned about sexual fitness or intimacy. In actuality, even though your physical age has increased, your capacity for joy and your curiosity, playfulness, and expressiveness in private moments have not diminished. Give yourself permission to let go of whatever shame you may have had about this subject for years. You are honoring your body and paying attention to its needs, just as we take walks to promote heart health or eat more veggies to improve digestion. Self-pleasure is another way that we take care of ourselves, and it's just as valid for everyone. Although many older women claim that they didn't fully explore their sexual needs until later in life, when they weren't distracted by raising children or balancing work, they found this stage of life to be one of the most liberating. For those in relationships, self-pleasure isn't about replacing your partner. Rather, it's about staying connected to yourself, which can increase intimacy, relieve pressure, and even improve communication in couples. Above all, you deserve to feel good about yourself. It's private, peaceful, and completely on your terms. There are no rules, no need for approval, and no schedule. Whether you enjoy it once a week, once a month, or never, it's entirely up to you. You can choose to regain your joy and a piece of yourself that may have been suppressed for too long. Therefore, if this subject seems unfamiliar, odd, or even uneasy at first, take your time, watch this series, and think. You are not alone or broken. You are just developing into a more complete version of yourself. Treat yourself with kindness. Number 2, your body changes. freer your physical attributes change. Aging is a transformation, not a decline. Just as your knees may become weaker or your eyes may require reading glasses, so too does your body's reaction to intimacy and touch. This is not a reason to stop enjoying self pleasure, but rather to approach it in a new way with greater kindness, patience, and care than ever before. Slower doesn't mean weaker. Rather, it means wiser in your younger years. Arousal may have seemed like a quick, easy, automatic, and powerful spark, but as you age, that spark becomes more of a slow, warm glow. Your body may take longer to respond, but that doesn't mean it's broken. Rather, it just means it needs a little more attention. Think of it like warming up an old car on a winter morning. Instead of putting the gas on and expecting it to go fast, you start it slowly, let it warm up, and then ease into the drive. Your body deserves the same patience. Spending additional time is not a loss. It's a gift that asks you to be there, enjoy, and fully experience pleasure rather than hurrying through it. Let's talk about something that many seniors are afraid to discuss. Lubrication hormonal changes, particularly after menopause, can cause dryness or thinning of vaginal tissue for men. Tools come in handy when arousal takes longer or keeping an erection feels different than it did previously. A decent water-based lubricant can make a huge difference. It lessens friction, shields delicate tissue, and enhances comfort and enjoyment. If you use toys or personal massagers, pick ones that are elderly specific, soft, and easy to hold. Many of these are made with ergonomic shapes, straightforward buttons, and mild vibration settings in mind. The natural cycles of your body are enhanced by these technologies, not replaced. Adjust your position. If some postures don't feel comfortable, consider trying to alter the experience. In a chair that supports you and has nice cushions, lean back with pillows beneath your knees. A warm bath might also help you feel better and relax your muscles. It's totally acceptable if you discover that lying flat isn't the best option any longer, particularly if it puts pressure or pain on your back. Finding a position that promotes comfort, relaxation, and ease of movement is what counts. There is no right or wrong way to enjoy oneself. Turn off the noise outside and inside. For many seniors, intimacy is about more than just the physical body. It's about the mind. Anxiety distractions or negative self-talk can interfere with the experience, so create an environment that supports you mentally twofold. If something doesn't feel good, adjust. If something new feels great, celebrate that your body is not a machine, it's a living, adapting part of you. Switch off the TV and turn off your phone. Light a candle or listen to relaxing music. But most of all, allow yourself to concentrate on yourself without feeling obligated or guilty. If your thoughts stray, that's normal. Slowly bring them back to the here and now. Breathe deeply and concentrate on how your body feels now rather than how it used to feel. Being grateful for the now makes you feel more confident and present. This is an investigation, not a chore, so don't worry about finishing or accomplishing anything. You might feel more sensitive some days or not at all, but that's great because the purpose is connection, not performance. Think of self-pleasure as stretching or meditation. It's not about getting a dramatic result. Rather, it's about checking in with yourself, honoring your needs, and creating a moment of peace. Even gently touching your body, whether or not it results in an orgasm, is good for you because it encourages circulation, sends calming signals to the brain, and strengthens your sense of self-love. If you constantly think, this used to be easier or I don't feel like I used to, stop comparing. Recall that your younger self had a different body, different hormones, and likely different stress. You are not failing. Rather, you are adapting, and in many ways, this stage of life gives you wisdom that your younger years couldn't. You understand yourself better now that you're less rushed and more emotionally in tune, which is powerful. Instead of comparing, celebrate the journey. You've earned the right to explore your body with compassion and curiosity rather than judgment. In other words, your body may change, but pleasure is still yours to enjoy. Go slowly, go confidently, and go with confidence, knowing that intimacy with yourself is one of the most natural. Regardless of age, there are human experiences and healing available. In a society where elders are frequently disregarded or undervalued, privacy is a type of self privacy that transcends convenience to become a personal entitlement when it comes to enjoyment of oneself. Let's examine how creating privacy is actually one of the most powerful gifts you can give yourself and why it's so important to your well being. Having your own quiet, protected space isn't about keeping things secret or feeling ashamed. Rather, it's about honoring yourself, your boundaries, and your emotional peace. For many older adults, privacy may seem harder to come by as they get older. They may live in a senior living facility, share a home, or depend on others for everyday assistance, but their need for personal space doesn't go away. In fact, it becomes more important to feel at ease enough to pursue self pleasure. As we age, we occasionally find ourselves surrounded by others more frequently, whether it be family members, roommates, or carers. You must feel comfortable both physically and emotionally, and the first step in achieving this is solitude. When you know that you won't be hurried, judged, or interrupted, your mind can relax, and your body reacts more naturally. You have the right to boundaries. Privacy is not concealment, rather, it is healing. Many elderly people were brought up to prioritize taking care of their spouses, kids, or other obligations before thinking about themselves. This tendency can be difficult to overcome, but as your life changes, it's important to reclaim your personal space. If you live with others, consider ways to make time for yourself. During specific hours, lock and close your door. Spend some quiet time in the bedroom or bathroom and utilize headphones to establish a calm state of mind. Kindly let others know that you need some alone time. Establishing boundaries is not selfish. You are a person who needs intimacy, even with yourself. It is a necessary component of your general well being. Establish a comfort routine. Creating a private place involves more than just shutting a door. It also entails creating a calming atmosphere, which may include turning down the lights. Using relaxing oils or scented lotions, play soothing music. These small gestures, like spreading a cozy blanket or towel and dressing in something that makes you feel at ease and liberated, convey a strong message. Consider it like making a hot bath or sipping a peaceful cup of tea, a sacred pause in a busy world where you can let go of the shoulds. Even in private, many seniors battle with an inner voice that tells them, I shouldn't be doing this. This is my time. This is my space. Or, what if someone finds out? That voice stems from years of societal silence surrounding aging and sexuality, but it is not your truth. Rather, it is that you are a complete person and that you can still enjoy your body. Give yourself permission to stop apologizing for having normal demands, since your time and emotional privacy are still yours. After decades of taking care of others, you are now free to fully and shamelessly take care of yourself. However, what if you're afraid of being found? It's quite normal to worry about being noticed or disturbed, especially in shared living situations. Here are some tips to help reduce that anxiety. Use a lock or a do not disturb sign to select periods when people are not around or asleep. Put on headphones to reduce background noise. Maintain a clean and uncomplicated environment to make it easier to unwind. Use quiet, comfortable ways that you feel comfortable employing. You're not doing anything improper. You're just establishing a moment of emotional calm. Giving yourself emotional space to feel what you feel without condemnation or guilt is what privacy is all about. It's acceptable to laugh, cry, feel turned on, vulnerable, or even uncertain. These feelings are not flaws. Rather, they are a part of your wonderful, complex human experience. You have lived a full life and continue to do so. Self gratification can be a part of that life, not as a secret, but as an expression of freedom. After all, privacy is something you deserve, just as much as dignity, rest, and love. By setting aside time for self care, you're not just creating space for enjoyment, but also for yourself. And it's something that everyone, regardless of age, should be proud of. Masturbation supports for masturbation. When people consider self pleasure, they frequently just consider the physical aspects, but for many older adults, masturbation may be profoundly emotional and even spiritual. Emotional well being encourages emotional wellness and self esteem. It turns into a means to reestablish a connection with oneself, lessen loneliness, and develop a fresh sensation of self assurance. This figure emphasizes how enjoying oneself may benefit not just the body, but also the heart and intellect, rediscovering oneself after life changes. As we age, change is inevitable. It's easy to forget who you are behind the roles you've performed as a parent, partner, provider. And when children grow up and move out, a spouse passes away, relationships change, and retirement may bring new freedoms, but also new emotions of loneliness or uncertainty. Carer masturbation can aid in your emotional and sexual self discovery. It's not about performance or fantasy, but rather about connecting and expressing, I am still here, my body still counts, and I still have the ability to provide myself with solace, happiness, and tranquility. It's never too late to start exploring self pleasure, even if you haven't done so in years or ever. When you do, you might discover that you connect with aspects of yourself that have been suppressed for too long. The loneliness remedy that nobody discusses. Let's be honest. Millions of seniors live alone or spend most of their time without meaningful touch or connection, which can cause sadness, anxiety, and a sense of forgetfulness. While masturbation isn't a substitute for companionship, it serves as a reminder that you can still feel good. Loneliness is real and painful. By reestablishing your connection to your own existence, being near yourself and enjoying yourself helps to lessen the severity of loneliness. A strong signal is sent to your brain by the simple act of taking care of your body, such as stroking your skin or experiencing mild arousal. I am still here, I am still living, and I still deserve to be touched. Masturbation triggers the release of potent hormones that heal, including endorphins, which reduce pain and elevate mood, dopamine, which produces reward and motivational feelings. Oxytocin is a bonding hormone that promotes calmness and lowers stress. As we age, many people feel less confident in their appearance. Wrinkles, weight changes, and health issues can all affect how you see yourself. But your worth has nothing to do with youth and everything to do with presence. When you take the time to explore and enjoy your body exactly as it is, you start to heal those negative messages. Serotonin promotes emotional balance and sleep. These chemicals don't just make you feel good in the moment. They have lasting emotional effects that help stabilize mood, reduce anxiety, and even lessen the symptoms of depression for seniors who may not be able to access therapy or medication easily. You start feeling beautiful and lovable from within and stop waiting for someone else to tell you so. You start saying things like, I love and accept myself. I am still worthy of pleasure. This body has carried me through decades. It deserves kindness. And that type of self talk is powerful medicine, healing from grief and intimacy. Many elderly people suffer from severe grief over lost spouses, lost opportunities, or trying pasts. When you treat yourself with compassion, masturbation can help you heal from your grief. You may cry, remember past pleasures, or experience an unexpected longing. These moments are about reclaiming life after loss, releasing memories, and honoring your continued life. By exploring your body, you are not betraying anyone, and you are free to proceed at your own pace. It goes beyond orgasm. Some seniors fear that they aren't doing it correctly if they don't achieve orgasm, but the objective is connection rather than climax. Simply feeling good, exploring sensations, and unwinding physically is sufficient. Orgasm is amazing, but it's not the sole indicator of success. Even 10 minutes of light self care. When you take the time to connect with yourself, you're not just seeking pleasure, you're choosing self love. And at any age, self love is one of the most potent tools for healing. Number 5. In conclusion, masturbation isn't just a physical act, it's a celebration of self that helps ease loneliness, build self esteem, and nurture emotional well being. You can also reduce stress and lift your spirits by taking deep breaths or visualizing a pleasant memory. Let go of shame. Let's conclude this series with the most potent message possible. You are free to enjoy life. You are free to experiment with your body. You are free to feel wonderful even as you age. And most importantly, you don't have to live with shame about it. Too many seniors grew up in a society where having sex was taboo, and treating oneself as something filthy or even sinful caused shame to persist for decades. However, the truth is that there is nothing shameful about respecting your own body. In fact, letting go of that shame may be one of the most liberating experiences of your life. You are not alone. You are not strange for experiencing desire. You are not wrong for having urges, and you are definitely not the only one who explores these aspects of yourself later in life. Millions of seniors do masturbate and enjoy it, but the majority don't discuss it because society doesn't allow seniors to be sexual. The media portrays older individuals as intelligent, compassionate, and respected, but they are rarely portrayed as sensual or emotionally expressive. Nevertheless, you are still a complete person. You simply matured, which includes your ability to love, feel, and appreciate intimacy. Your sexuality didn't go away when your hair turned gray, and your desires didn't go away when you retired. Shame is learned, it's not in your nature. Think back to your childhood when you were inherently curious, touched, explored, and freely expressed. Over time, religion, culture, or family may have told you otherwise, or you may have been taught that sexuality ends at a certain age or that pleasure is dangerous. If shame was learnt, then freedom can also be learnt. You can reconnect with your body and your heart. Realize that pleasure is safe, that self love is healing, and that joy is not only for the young, it's for anyone brave enough to claim it. Rewriting the story requires courage to alter your perspective, but it begins with the simple thought, I deserve this. Say it aloud to yourself in the mirror before you go to bed and before you explore. This is your story, and now you are not ashamed, empowered, or ashamed. You are awake, clean, and alive. You have overcome heartbreak, hardship, health issues, and loss. Why it's not too late. You may be asking yourself, I've gone 60 or 70 years without this. Why start now? But now that you've raised families, helped people, and made contributions to the world, you get to go inward and treat your own body with kindness. Every breath you take is an opportunity to experience something new because your story isn't over. And every happy moment serves as a reminder to your nervous system, mind, and soul that you can still be joyful at any age, whether you're 65 or 85. Regaining this aspect of yourself is never too late. All you need is the willingness to listen to your body, touch yourself with love, let go of guilt, and replace it with peace. You are the creator of your own comfort when you set aside some time for yourself that is peaceful, private, and unhurried. You are taking charge of your happiness. You owe no one an explanation. You don't need to be someone else's definition of normal. This is your journey. Your comfort matters. Your curiosity matters. Your pleasure matters. And the best part is that you are in charge of it. If you followed all 5 numbers, give yourself credit. This is not just a video. It's a return to your true self, a release of old shame, a creation of privacy, a healing of the past, and an invitation to a freer, fuller life. You are doing something beautiful, and you're doing it not just for yourself, but also for everyone who was told to keep quiet. You are proving that self-love has no expiration date. So move forward with joy and freedom, knowing that your body is not too old, your heart is not too tired, and your soul is not done exploring you deserve. This will always have a conclusion. We appreciate your time, and if even one of these numbers gave you courage, clarity, or comfort, we'd love to hear from you about what touched you the most, what surprised you, and what you would like us to discuss next. Your voice matters, and your story may inspire someone else. So please take a moment to like, comment, and share this video. If you were even slightly helped, please let us know in the comments. We read them all.